Well, welcome to our channel, Mispronounced Adventures. My name's Alex, and welcome to Arctic Season Round 4.
Which is going to be
That could have gone better. I'm in a ditch. And welcome to Deep in the Arctic Circle. Let's get on with the episode.
Early morning arrival of the ploughs. Good morning. It looks like there was a bit of snow last night. A little bit. Flowers a couple of times as well. Today's plan, this is just before the border of Sweden. So we're going to go over to Kiruna probably this evening, although we're going to go to Abisko first and meet some people who watch the channel, who chat to me on Instagram. So we're going to go meet them and find out a little bit more about Abisko, because I've been there a few times, but I haven't really spent time with someone who lives there to find out probably more than I could. A bit snowy. A bit of falling snow, but should be easy driving. Right, time to unleash my favourite tool, the extendable snow remover. Oh, there's a wild Joe. A little bit more. There we go. Right, let's get on with the day. I think we'll have the heating on. Right, let's get out of here.
It's like you're in a reversing race.
Yeah, very confusing. I think Mr. Plough, you can go in now.
That's pretty cool. I mean, no wonder they made that such a noise. We'd have been closed down.
Just follow them. Right, first stop on today's itinerary is
A boardwalk.
A boardwalk.
At the train station.
At the train station of, what was it? Borgenfell?
Something like that. Bjornfell.
Bornfell, if it's clear. That's snow.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be alright.
There we go. Well, let me just turn around. Alright then, let's go find this boardwalk, which I think is up here somewhere. Fairly certain this boardwalk is a summer activity. I think the boardwalk's over there. Correction, the boardwalk is there. Right, we've found the boardwalk. Uncanny. Is this a summer activity?
Yes, it is.
Incredible. Might as well go enjoy the boardwalk. There it is, found it. Right, back to the van. Somewhere over there. There's Yeti. Just drop my keys. Approaching the Norwegian border. Well, there's a big old snowdrift. Can't see much. No, sorry, approaching the Sweden border. We're in Sweden. Nothing to declare. Sweden! Just got to Abisko, and the people we're going to meet are going to come out and meet us. I think we're going to go for some food, and it sounds like they've planned a little snowmobile trip for us, which should be fun. You snowmobile building before, Joe?
No, I'm looking forward to it.
I think I've been once. It'll be entertaining to go with local people though, opposed to just a tourist activity.
You must go off here for now and come back for that, yeah?
Hello. Yeah, what's the drive? Fine today. Yeah. Oh, successfully.
Hello, I'm Fabian. Hey, Joe. Alrighty. So you're home?
Yeah.
It's another 45 minutes.
Okay, no worries. Right. The first time, I've got passengers in the back of the van. And we're going to go, they're going to take us snowmobiling later on.
Well, this is where our snowmobile awaits.
Das ist der richtige. Damit bin ich ja nicht gefahren. Bitte? Mit dem bin ich ja nicht gefahren.
Yeah. It's 4x4 Sprinter, that one. Older model. And we're off. Our new friends Fabi and Anne, who work for a local guiding company, took us on one of the routes or excursions they'll take their clients on, over the lake. This is so much fun. And a learning point for me, something I didn't realise about snowmobiles, is that their tracks come in studless or studded, much like car tyres. This particular terrain was a bit difficult. The wind had blown most of the snow off the surface of the lake, leaving patches of slick ice, which unfortunately Anne and Joe discovered when they managed to flip a snowmobile. Luckily they were all fine. And it was time to leave the lake and head off into the forest to do some maintenance on some of the camps they use. So the two which have taken us on this little snowmobile trip live locally at the minute. Some of the companies which do tours in the area, I'll put all the information about them below. But one of the things they particularly do is photography tours. So like this location and the place on the lake and other bits is where they could take people off to go do photography and photograph the Northern Lights. And I think if you can hear a buzz, it's my drone doing a different shot. But we're just starting to lose the light for the day, and we'll be back on these. Off to go find the next year. Right, so time to head back. Right, wonderful afternoon snowmobiling, with Anne and Fabian. I forgot their names right. This is not me.
I think so.
We're lovely people. We followed the channel for a while, and they live and work up in this area during the winter, guiding. And we got to see a few of their camps and sort of what they get up to. And at the end of it, they've allowed us to fill up the water and sort of refresh the van at their campsite that they stay on. So very nice of them. And now we're going to carry on. How was your snowmobile ride?
It was really fun. I fell off.
They tipped the snowmobile.
We skidded round and then it got caught on, jammed on some snow and we tipped off, which was
a slight clip of that on the drone thing.
It was great, I loved it.
Let's get driving and warming up a little bit.
Not that someone's
I don't know, I'm not used to it. Right, very adult point. If you are in the Nordics and you do want to go snowmobiling, amazing activity. However, do check that your insurance, your travel insurance, does actually cover snowmobiling, because it's quite often excluded as it counts as a winter sport. So do make sure that your travel insurance has got winter cover and particularly includes snowmobiling. Same with dog sledding as well, and a few of the other activities you might do. It might be excluded on your normal travel insurance, which you might get from, you know, take out or sort of a bank account, something like that. But just better safe than a lot of money. Good morning. Well, we're just parked outside Kiruna by about 10 miles. Nice little park up. It was well, huge and empty, and it's got a toilet block over there, and that's where Joe's currently anyway. So, plan is into Kiruna today, and people I know from Instagram, Unlikely Explorers on Instagram, are also in the Arctic this winter, and they should also be in Kiruna today, so hopefully we're going to meet up and hang out for a couple hours. And being Kiruna, it gives the opportunity to visit the ice hotel, which I like seeing every year because, well, it melts and it's different every year. But let's go find where Joe is. There she is. It's so sunny.
I couldn't do my teeth. I should get a chewing gum.
Yeah, we'll not use that audio. And back on speed. Some snowdrifts as we're going to drive through. The Bridgeaholic is back out again, looking at bridges. Most of this trip is just a Arctic tour of bridges for Joe.
I couldn't really get to it.
And we'll get into Kiruna now, where last year I spent about a week with a broken alternator. This time I spent my time in Germany with a broken alternator. So we're in the town hall of Kiruna, and last weekend was the snow festival. And there's some of the snow sculptures, so we're going to go have a look at them. Apart from Joe doesn't want to look at them because she thinks they're boring and she saw them last year.
I didn't say that.
This one is truly inspired. Deconstructed ice sculpture or snow sculpture. No, it's a bird, Bunny. I like it. Right, well, since these Arctic videos are funded directly by collaborations I do beforehand, and if I'm honest, if I can pick up an integration which is relevant to do during the season, then I do that as well. And that's the collaboration or partner for this video is ECOFLOW. So ECOFLOW have an upcoming spring sale. They've asked me to talk about the Delta 2. The Delta 2 is the next line up from the Rivers. The Rivers are the smaller line. Delta 2 is at 1000 watt hours. The Delta 2 does use LiPo 4 cells, which means you can expect a long life. So I frequently mention having backup systems during the Arctic trip and during van life general. For me, using a large power station, which is everything all in one, solar charging, inverter, DC charging, is a great solution. And we've seen in the past that I've used ECOFLOW power stations for a variety of useful tasks in the Arctic, such as defrosting frozen gear lever cables. For me, the most useful aspect of power stations is their big inverters. Delta 2 has got 1800 watt output and up to 2400 watt output in X-Boost mode, as well as a normal 10 amp 12 volt socket. And then on the front, you've got a variety of USB-A and up to 100 watt USB-C as well. On the side, you've got the battery expansion port, which can be used to power a ECOFLOW Wave 2, use an expansion battery, and even use the ECOFLOW alternator charger. And continuing on charging, you've got your wall socket up to 1200 watts, and you've got your DC in port, which can charge up to 12 volt if you want to plug it into your dashboard, or it's also your solar port as well, up to 500 watt. And you've got all the features on the app as well. Delta 2, going to be on sale in ECOFLOW's spring sale. Check it out, and more information in the description below. And back to the main video. Coffee. Well, it seems on this trip I have a busy social calendar. Some more subscribers who have chatted to me throughout the year who live north of Kiruna have offered for us to come round. So we're just driving towards them now. Don't really know what to expect, but it'd be nice to meet people who live in the area all through the year. So we're currently driving there. And then later on, I think we'll be back in Kiruna to meet up with Unlikely Explorers on Instagram, who I think are still making their way north.
Go past the street, then turn left. Turn left, then the destination is on your left.
That's the camper, man. Right, let's go meet them. And the evening was spent getting to know Freco and Susan, who I've been speaking to for a while on Instagram. They're Sami and have
over 150 reindeer. Frecko is a fishing guide, and for the course of the evening, Frecko also makes a lot of local art, particularly working with metals. And that's what the evening turned into. Us going to the workshop and being made to make art. Oh wow. I love the sort of silhouette work.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Workshop where lots of things are made. Particularly what's amazing with his 4 metal wall lights in the shape of a grouse. We're going to paint them white and make it the ptarmigan, which happens to be my favourite bird. Frecko appears to like Milwaukee tools even more than I do, but the first was to start off with one of his plasma cut blanks. First step, angle grinder to clean off the old paint and deburr the edges. Next, even up the rough cut holes to take the light fitting. Next up, forming the metal by hand. Frecko got a wooden block with a variety of different grooves and cuts and holes put it so he can hammer in different angles. And then turns it over to get the finer detail. Next, the pneumatic hammer, which helps even out some of the individual hammer strikes to make it a bit more of a smoother finish. Final bit of hand hammering to finish off the shape, and then onto the metal bender to bend the rest of it to get the light fitting bracket itself. And before I knew it, it was my turn.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Up.
Excellent. Then heating up the metal itself before the paint goes on, and after a few coats of white, the final touches of black for the beaks and red for the comb or the eyebrows found on male grouses, which is the one that I made.
There we go, our finished ptarmigans or white grouse, male and female. His and hers. Brilliant. What's their name again?
Virko.
Virko. And Virko is a half border collie, half
Swedish Lappish dog.
Lappish dog crossed with a border collie
Yeah.
for herding reindeer. Reindeer herding dog. Yeah. Yeah. He's a good boy. Right, just leaving Susie and Frecko's now. What lovely people. And he makes loads of, well, what that was, that turned into us saying hello to us in a craft session, making a his and hers ptarmigan. And then he gave me art off his wall and another bit of art.
And some metal feathers.
And some metal feathers. I mean, I love collecting art from trips, so I'm very happy with that. And he's a fishing guide in the summer, and he's invited us to come back in the summer, or he's invited us to come back anytime we want. He also herds reindeer. He has 200 reindeer. He gave me a huge chunk of reindeer steak as well, which is in the freezer. Yeah, lovely people.
Good
right,
fun.
we're now going to head to Camp Ribbon, where we're going to go meet unlikely explorers who are currently waiting there for us. So we're going to go booked on there tonight. Go see the IS Hotel tomorrow with them. Please say you were recording. Arriving at Camp Ripham, my home last year for a week with a broken van or alternator from last time. Let's go to get checked in.
Turn right, then the destination is on your right.
Right, let's go check it in. There they are. Right, quick hello said, and we're going to go up to the top to see the restaurant and some food. We need to tidy up all of the art we were given. So I've come away with this Sami drum in steel. This I really like. I saw this on the wall and I said I'll buy one off him next year if he makes me one, and he just gave it to me, which is a metal made candle holder in the shape of a reindeer antler on some rustic wood. And then he gave us some metal feathers he makes and some reindeers. And then these are the arts and crafts sessions, so a female ptarmigan or white grouse, and this is the one I made, which is a male ptarmigan. And if you want to check out any of their art, they do sell it online. That's the information for websites and Instagram.
And it's also a fishing guide. So if you were coming up here, wanted to go salmon fishing or other types of fishing, he's also a guide for that. And I think he's been doing it for like decades. I think he said. Showed us a bunch of publications which he's in fishing, so wonderful to meet them.
Very passionate guy.
Very passionate guy. And we're going to end the episode here. And thank you very much for joining me. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and checking out some of the other Arctic series. Or other ways you can help support the channel. Or look at some of the links in the description below. I work for Roma, which is a UK lithium battery company, and I do their system designs, where I help customers design the electrical systems for their camper vans, and that's a bookable service you can find out about in the description below. Plus, I also use their batteries in my van. I'm also a brand ambassador for Autoterm, and I've reviewed many of their diesel heaters and hot water heaters, and a bunch of other links like Amazon and so on, but really, I just want to make content for you guys to enjoy. So, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.